just thinking about another little theory I heard that I never took the time to check, and that's the theory that Squall is actually Alone's brother, being Laguna and Rain's son. And just thinking about it, like, apparently, or most probably, Alone was in the... oh shit. So yeah, okay, never mind, I didn't spoil anything. I knew it was Sis L, yeah, so... yeah. Alone was in the orphanage too. Sorry for spoiling that by 10 seconds. Yeah, she's a bit older, yeah. But... Alone got adopted, apparently. I mean... probably by Rain, and... yeah, by Rain. I mean, then later on Laguna came too. And... they obviously met only after Alone was like 4 or 5 years old. Maybe a little bit older, 6, 7, probably 6, 7 years. I mean, like, she's running around a vineyard. So the difference in age would have to be very big. Plus, we would need an explanation why Rain and Squall were... like, it just doesn't add up with Alone and Squall being... no, I mean, Squall would have to be 5 years younger than Alone, that's more than just a bit. And also, Alone... it wouldn't have been Rain who adopted Alone, but on the other way around, they would also have only have come to the orphanage from Rain as a family. So, don't know, during the war something happening to her, poverty, death, who knows. And I don't know, it just doesn't fit in my head. It's not really proving or disproving the theory, but I don't know if this really adds up. I mean, sure, he's calling her sis, but which he does not in the German version, by the way. In the German version, he's calling her L, so E-L-L, just a short version of her name. So now that I see the English version where he's calling her sis, I can kinda see where the theory came from. But I still don't really buy it. Because let's face it, in an orphanage they could always feel like siblings, like one child that you feel especially connected with. And calling her sis for that reason, I think that's totally valid. But yeah, back to story. So we're back to Alone and guessing her reasons for sending us into Laguna's past. I wonder if there will be more revelations that the German version cut out around the whole Alone Laguna past thingy. Maybe I'll be able to either confirm or debunk the Squall is Alone's brother theory with this version of the game. Maybe. That would be really interesting. So yeah, oh yeah, I can walk here at this point. What I really like is how the conversation is really vivid at this point. No, I don't want to leave. Go away. Like, they're really shifting from one topic to another, like from how everyone was there, exchanging bits of memories, then going to Alone, from there to her reasons, and then like you don't even remember her, well you too. Now they're at how everyone had forgotten these things. Well yeah, poor Zell. It's either Irvine or Quistis who's triggering the continuation. So, you see, apparently the others called her sis as well, so... No. Oh, and this was continuation. What? So yeah, another bit of the whole timeline. Apparently, Squall and Cypher went from the orphanage directly to the garden. Right now they're actually lampshading the fact that no one ever showed any sign of recognition. And I can actually confirm this effect that selfies bring in the field, because I was at a border school as well, a boarding school, and it was also a very great time of my life, and it has, and really much of my childhood memories has faded behind that. So what she's saying is totally a valid point. So yeah, we also now know why Cypher and Squall hate each other like that. So yeah, I think at this point it's safe to say that Quiz has more than just a little crush on Squall. Or had, at least. Embarrassing! Where is Renora? Where is she? Oh wait, this was the condition for continuing? Oh damn it. Actually, this is not a theory that's coming from nowhere. You can find it in the tutorial when you read about the GFs in the information place. And I think one of the garden faculty told us when we were at the seat that we were supposed to ignore any criticism regarding the use of GF. And this is exactly what it was always hitting at. Yeah, because that's apparently a thing in the world with yeah. And for this point it actually kinda sums up. But, well, it's still a somewhat thin veil. This one. Well, he's got a point there. It sounds much darker when you're saying it like that. Oh, no. I want to talk to Selfie. Confession to make. And she's still, it still sounds happy with her movements to that. It's just crazy. Wah, wah. Nothing. Just oh man, Squad's like cold as ice. I just imagine like if this memory loss really gets, it's not scientifically proven at this point of the game. I don't think it ever will. I'm not sure. But let's just assume at some point it will be scientifically proven at the Balam's Garden, like under really heavy criticisms for putting its students through that. And then the Balam Garden starts to take measures, of course, like forcing their students to to keep a diary and write on it regularly and checking up and stuff like that. And then you got on your weekly schedule, you got like different lessons, indoor training, outdoor training, and then there's diary time. It just feels odd. Oh, this is apparently who Matre was. Nicknamed version of Metron. Oh. Dressed in black was what it said, what Squall thought there. Boom! More revelations, more plot twists. And now at this point, I mean, Irwin might not have this fact present, but he did. No, actually, never mind. My mistake. No, no. Yeah, so before they, the Kramers, had their garden, they apparently had an orphanage, so yeah, the garden wasn't the first project around kids. And yeah. Oh god, this music. This version is just so creepy. I'd really love to know when exactly Idea and Sid met and married, because, well, Sid leads the garden and Idea does not have much contact with him. So it's also imaginable that Idea led the orphanage without, and Sid just kept away from it. But it's also possible that, for example, when Sid built his garden and looking for new recruits, and adopting Squall and Cypher and maybe other kids too, he just met Idea and they kept a partnership. Like when you have kids who fulfill certain criteria, you can tell me and I'll look after them, stuff like that. And from this partnership, there then evolved their love and their marriage. Will also be a nice kind, but I'd be really curious how exactly this happened. And yeah, the seed and garden being Idea's idea still doesn't make sense. And I think it won't even make sense up until the very, very end of the game, but I'm not exactly sure. The thing is, there's a very small detail about the language differences. Like, apparently, I mean, I'm not really familiar with English culture that much, but apparently in an orphanage you call the person who's watching after all the kids matron, and the person who gave birth to you is your mother. Very simple. In German, both the matron and the mother are the same word. So this really, all this text when they talk about matron, I think matron sounds a lot more distant than mother. And this barrier they put up between their past they had forgotten and the more recent past and the present, this barrier isn't there, at least not in the language. Because yeah, they call her mother, and that's just, I think this makes the whole scene a lot more, a bit more intense. Not a lot more, a bit more intense. But maybe that's just me being not that familiar with the English vocabulary and terminology. So yeah, now it's not only hard for Sid, who's sending his soldiers against his wife, but now it's also hard for us as well, facing our matron. I really would have loved to see Rinoa's thoughts during all this talk, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, this gift of the fairies thing is kind of misleading with the terminology that Laguna used for fairies for our, you know, when we are linked by Elone's power. So this is apparently, I believe that this a gift from the fairies is just a more romanticized way of meaning snow or the first snow of the year, something like that. But yeah. I really wondered that no one at this point considered the fact that their confusion here, how did Matron turn out like this and stuff like that, might also be a motivation for Alone. That she's not actually trying to change something, but that she's trying to convey a message or maybe if she could see our visions as well, also find something out? I mean, Alone's apparently not a real member of the Garden, so she's not junctioning a JF, not suffering memory loss. But maybe there's other reasons for things that she just doesn't know, or maybe it's something that she knows about Laguna, her uncle, and she can't explain. Maybe he also changed so drastically, and she is having us explore his past so she can witness what changed him from a person, from one type of person to another. I mean, wouldn't that be a possibility? I think yes. So yeah, probably the character who's having the least of a revelation here is Renoa, because the things that the orphanage, they are really shifting every person's position towards things, but Renoa just states her current problems, but she does not receive an answer. At least she hasn't until this point. Make a party of 3. 1, 2, I can't count. Never mind. So yeah. And we're put out of the garden. We're actually put into the garden. So yeah, we got a new task. And it's one of the few times where you are actually put with nothing but a target. Like, find Idea's house. But we know nothing. Jon Snow. We don't know where we don't even know which continent it was on. I mean, one might think maybe it was on the Gabadian continent because, well, that's where where Idea rose to power. But sadly, little spoiler, that's not true. And I'm just going to the Shumidorf, trying to get some more Ultima. I mean, I'm in the area, so why not? Oops, no. This way, and around this edge should be some shore. Shore here? No shore here. Shore here? Wait, what? This kind of... Wait, shouldn't there be... What? I'm confused. Oh, I'm too far to the west. Oh. Ah yeah, there's the shore I was looking for. And the Shumidorf, I think, is... the Shumi village is here. Yep. Here it is. And spawn to the right. And let's hope that there are more Ultima to get. I mean, I don't even know what how exactly a draw point's refillment is measured. I think it's probably steps or time, but I don't know which one. Oh, and it is refilled indeed. Yeah. Welcome to Shumi village. Blah. I don't care about the village. I want power.